Just a stone's throw from historic Monument Circle in downtown Indianapolis. We are at the beautiful Lucas Oil Stadium. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Washington football team and the Indianapolis Colts. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Indianapolis. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. On 1st and 10, Winston. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Wallace. And he's taken down and able to slip across the 35.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Brings up second and a yard at the 46-yard line.
On play action, Winston. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. The numbers for him from a week ago. 4 catches, 63 yards.
And they think they have a matchup advantage in this one. They're going to try and find some space for him to work and make sure he touches the football.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And he is going to have his first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
A first down throw for Winston. Flushed out right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On 2nd down now, it's Taylor. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
It looks like they quit hitting the snooze button on their alarm there. Finally a sign of life from this defense. They've been fairly passive on this opening drive. Now able to stand up on 1st and goal, and they sent that play backwards.
On 2nd down, Childs. A nifty move on the run, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line down at the 2. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Taylor, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A 3-yard loss, 4th down now. And now the Colts call on their field goal unit here. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. And this one is right through. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. They go play action here on first down. Rolling to his right. Got a man. It's De'Ami Brown, complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A huge play there for Washington.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Now a play fake here on first down. They'll roll him out right. They'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. De'Ami Brown. His 6th touchdown of the season. And Washington has taken the lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Evan McPherson for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes this Washington 7, Colts 3.
So that drive, 4 plays. And it was polished off by a Washington touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
From the 29, Winston to the right side, complete to Taylor.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He said, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. In this case, he picks up a 1st down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Winston. He's able to find Wallace. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. and he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Jonathan Allen in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Jameis to throw it. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Buying time to his left. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Flush to his right, and that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete. On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
Back to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
There to stop him was Darius Leonard. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. They're going to look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Schwartz. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And this is going to result result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. They'll drop to throw. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. It'll wind up going as a sack and a loss of 2. And now the task gets more difficult here on 3rd and goal. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Colts 3.
That one in the books as a 12-play drive and a 9-yard run on the end of it. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Winston's throw caught there by Wallace. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Bulldozes past him, and they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1. At the 37-yard.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
On 3rd and 1, here's Winston. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he gets it to the 32. Enough for a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing, Winston. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Good call there on first down. And Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
56, Mike, 56, right there.
From the red zone now, Winston. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. To try again after the sack, Winston going for it all. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Colts get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Now the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Called it the 21. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. They'll try and start this drive in the air, eluding the pressure right. He's going deep for Brown. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Open man here, Schwartz, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now back to throw. Flush to his right. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll go out of bounds, making it all the way down to the 5. A big play there just before halftime. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there. Again, he'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. De'Ami Brown, as the first half is winding down. And Washington going to add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game.
Colts 10.
A drive there of just 4 plays. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive as they go to work with 12 seconds on the clock. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 27.
So we have reached an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. So Washington in a good spot. They got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. They're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
A handoff running left is Gibson. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the touchdown, Washington. That's caught. De'Ami Brown, his third touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. McPherson on for the point after. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes this Washington 28. Colts 10.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
On second and a couple, Winston. And this is going to be incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Winston on 3rd and 2. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Jameis now on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Morrison. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
Second and 2 at the 46-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 38-yard line.
Winston. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 25-yard line.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Oh, good footwork on the spin. Heck of a broken tackle, but only able to work this down near the 23. A.J. Terrell coming up to make the play.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And they'll get this down to the 10.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it.
Touchdown! And that's caught at the 2. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now.
17.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Here we go.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 47 yards on the ground for him so far. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
2nd and 2. Steps away to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Escaping the pressure right. Got an open man, finds Gibson. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
And that's a tough one for the defense because the coverage was good downfield. He was forced to work his way out of the pocket to his right, spotted his man on the sideline, and got it to him to pick up the first down on 3rd down.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll set up a throw on the move to his left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's Washington with the football and the lead as we start the 4th. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at about the 31. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the fourth.
And in the old days, not too long gone either, throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no. But the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
Following the interception, Winston. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Jonathan Allen, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
After the sack on first down, Winston to the right side, completes to Taylor. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to have the Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
We've got to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
Touchdown, Colts! A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Oh, no, he lost the football, but he will not get in here. He stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. Charles, you said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, 2nd down. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. This is caught. It's Brown. Touchdown, Washington. De'Ami Brown, 42 yards. yards. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. But that's certainly an important touchdown there and makes this a two-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that can win the game for us.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Jonathan Allen in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. When you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Well, there is still time to recover from this. It remains a 2-score game even with the 2 points there, but let's just say things not trending in the right direction.
I like that phrase. I'm going to say it along with you. Things are definitely not trending in the right direction. They needed something on that drive. Instead, they gave up 2 points and a lot of hope.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Once more, Gibson. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts 34. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And Gibson looking for some kind of opening, but he has none. They rally up to stop him short of the marker. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. A run now with a tight end Fant. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson with touchdown number 12 on the year. And Washington going to add on to their lead. Well, it has been the passing game that's really been responsible for much of the scoring so far. But let's not forget about this running attack. They're pretty good, too, as evidenced right there.
And I think, Brandon, the fact that they've thrown the ball so well contributed to that touchdown, because that was a defense that was really keyed up to cover those receivers. All they wanted to do was blanket them. They didn't have enough men in the box to stop the run, and you saw the end result.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. On second down, Winston again. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
94 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college and have done in the NFL. The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
He's got his tight end fan. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
It's a gain of 20.
So another on-target throw, and that last one, Charles, going to put him up over 5,000 yards passing out for the season, and that is not an insignificant number.
Indeed it is not, because this is not a big list, and most of the guys on it, Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Dan Marino, they either are or will be Hall of Famers.
On first down, it's Gibson, and able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Gibson again. Down at the 2. Broke through the first contact, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
23.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. One last shot now for Winston. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.